Good day, and here we are with the very first episode of Let's Play Aliens vs. Predator 2. Now honestly, I think AVP2 is similar to Iron Man 2 and Sherlock Holmes 2. They're both really good in their own right, and good as the first one, but they're also not as good for some reason. Not really sure what that reason is. AVP2 is considerably more realistic than AVP1. All of the characters have been slowed down a bit. And really, there is a much greater emphasis on story than the first game. And, as you can see, you've got the Marine, we've got the Predator, and we've got the Alien, and they've all met back up for AVP2, the search for more money. And as you can see, the order is actually the same order that I went in for the AVP1 Let's Play. I must have just had this subconsciously ingrained into my mind. As you can see, there's a lot of little details in this game. For example, that targeter that just came down, and also the Predator has his targeting laser, and the Alien just sort of sticks his combat mouth out. I guess that's what that's called. I just find it funny that the Alien has its own special combat mouth. Okay, so now we're going to get started with the Marine. Unwelcome guests, we're going to go with normal difficulty. I do like the loading screen. I really like how they put forth a lot of effort in areas of a game that people put very little effort into. And oh yeah, these graphics are coming back. Now, I did try to find some high-res texture packs for this game, of which there are very few, and what ones I could get to work didn't look that much better, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to be looking at now 11-year-old graphics. So yeah,
hurry up, Frosty.
This game has aged pretty bad.
Don't you have work to do?
Of course he doesn't have work to do. He's just standing there, and all he can do is flap his lip a little bit.
Nice of me.
Thanks, dude. I'll remember who's asked to pull out of the
See, I don't get why they just said heck. I think that word is so annoying.
We have an operation to run here. Quit flirting and get back to work.
I don't like the sound of that.
Commander on the deck?
Gather round and listen up. 6 weeks ago, the Weyland-Yutani Corporation lost contact with a research facility on LV-1201. We're here to find out why. Duke, what are we looking at?
A suicide mission. Hell, we're still short 8 soldiers and our
See, he said hell right there. Why did he have to say heck earlier on?
Out of commission.
There's time pressure involved, and we won the distance lottery. Skip the commentary.
Not the best lottery to win,
what we're dealing
unfortunately.
with.
The basic layout is 2 heavily fortified installations, primary operations complex, and forward observation pods.
And it seems like everybody in this game is excruciatingly ugly. These look like there might be Terminators with rubber
I
skin.
vote for an airstrike, sir.
Negative.
How would that actually
The
help?
higher-ups
What if
want
they were
the site
underground?
attack, survivors or not. We're cleared for light and medium munitions, but no heavy stuff. That means no airstrikes and no Alice.
Of course not. We couldn't have the awesome
Supposed to evac
exosuit.
survivors?
Our orders are to put out fires, then dig in and wait for the 6th.
Assuming we last that long.
So fires have
Section
taken over
will
this
remain
base.
here
then.
until the ground position is secure.
All right, boys, let's roll.
Now see, the vehicles in this game don't look that bad. Like these dropships, they look really good. I like the way they look in this game. But damn, did those people age badly. They look like rubber-skinned Terminators.
We should be right on top of it. What the?
It's a mountain that I can clearly see. Not exactly the most epic of dropship landings, unfortunately. They just sort of crash and then put down lightly. Oh yeah, this landscape looks pretty basic.
Johnson, where the hell did you learn to fly?
Flight school. The same place that taught me not to fly blind in hurricane winds.
What'll it take to get airborne?
And what is wrong with her arm? What is that?
Windshield data
It's like a...
for
What is going on with
That's
her?
just a little
Oh,
bit
that
up.
just looks so
Stabilizer's
weird.
I can fix it, but it'll take me an hour or so. The antenna's fried, though.
So much for calling down reinforcements.
And how did that fry the antenna by crashing into a
Control the
mountain?
entire subspace array. Paul, red team, get the power online. White team, locate security control. Blackwell, you take Shugi and Harrison and make for the landing bay. We need that wind shear radar up and the landing site clear and powered. Once you've done that, activate the beacon.
You heard the man. Move it.
And apparently they have infinite bullets in their guns. because as you can see, it didn't say 99. How hard would that have been to put 99 on there? Really? Alright, so here we are with AVP2 proper. And while it may look kind of old, it still looks really good. To me, at least. I remember when I first got the game, it barely ran on my computer that I had at the time. I mean, and these were some really good graphics when they came out.
Harrison, scout ahead. We'll cover you.
Minor damage. And of course, there's the Predator detonating its bomb over there. I always find it funny that the Predator is one step ahead. He just sort of teleports away. This is actually a pretty awesome intro. It's... Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, that does look pretty bad, both graphically and, well, its skinned bodies. See, this is actually a part where you can get kind of confused and turned around, but all you gotta do is go here and drop down. That took me so long, because it doesn't exactly tell you where to go. Time to go to the primary operations complex. I just like the way that sounds, the POC. And the Predator is still just dancing around out there, blowing up stuff. Oh no, run! Now how we don't get hurt from that, I have no idea. And then there's gonna be a guy that falls from this mountain. Anytime now. And there he goes. So already this game is far more violent and visceral than AVP3 was. Oh yeah, there's a truck. Run! Already we have not even shot anything and we've almost died. Because the Predator... I don't get what the Predator is actually doing though. I guess he's just sort of toying with us. But that is really the best part about this Colonial Marine campaign. It's similar to the first game where you don't actually fight anything for a while. But in this game, the times when you don't fight anything actually lasts a long time in comparison. And it really does generate a lot of really good atmosphere. And that's really the one thing about this game. It is very atmospheric. Sure, it has aged, but it's far more better paced than most modern games, especially AVP3. Oh yeah, here's an example of the story elements. There's little pieces of paper laying around. I think this works better than those bloody audio logs. I mean, you see that in a lot of games these days. Audio logs all the time, everywhere. But, seriously though, it makes so much more sense to have little written memos lying around than audio logs. I mean, who's going to take the time to record an audio log, really? Instead of just scribbling something down or writing something down.
Major, we're at the
This doesn't make that much sense.
How's it look?
Duke is restarting the system.
Looks like the whole system was shut off. So once the main grid is online, we'll still have
So
to
Duke
reset
Nukem is on this
the
planet
grid
with
to get
us.
the lights back on in
I
each
guess we shouldn't be too worried. I still, as of this recording, have not played Duke Nukem Forever just from what it looked like. I mean, seriously, the 2-weapon rule, regenerating health. And in that one sequence, where you have all those captured women, that's always annoyed me. See, Duke always seems to come after everyone's died, so it's kind of a downer, really. System charge, turns on the power generators. There's one game that came out recently called Bulletstorm that was supposed to be a callback to classic first-person shooters. But damn, was that game depressing. I don't know why they said it was supposed to be funny, because it wasn't funny in the slightest. That is the most played straight first-person shooter known to man. Also, on a non-depressing note, what is it with batteries and first-person shooters? I mean, you've got all this advanced technology, but this battery runs out faster than my flashlight does. I've got a mag light with 4 D-cell batteries that has lasted longer than this thing. And this light isn't that much brighter. But it's atmospheric, so that is the good excuse. Security alarm. And it exploded and shut down all the lights. Not really sure why you would tie your lights into the security alarm itself. But seriously, this game needs a high-res texture pack. It really does. Because it is a really fun game, despite the fact we're not actually killing anything right now. But we will soon. Very soon. Come on, activate. Activate, I say. This game is actually kind of indicative of the time, because in the early 2000s, games, especially PC games, did get a lot more complicated, with a lot more things that you could do. But unfortunately, in fact, you can look at the map, that's pretty bloody cool. But unfortunately, afterwards, everything seemed to get more simple. And see, this makes more sense. People type stuff down instead of just recording audio logs. There's some shotgun shells right there. Also, why exactly, or this looks like I've got a CRT monitor, but it's not. Because as you can see, it's just one simple unit. That's actually a flat screen monitor, and the thing behind it is the computer itself. Now, why he just left that on his computer, I'm not exactly sure. And let's open up this, and we're definitely getting close to a part where we can kill things.
Hold on to something.
Now, these are CRTs. That's something I actually read about on, I think it was TV Tropes, talking about how technology marches on, and you see in old science fiction where there's still cathode ray tube monitors. But in some respects, it makes a bit of sense to use those, since they're of much sturdier construction than flat panels. Okay, so the dropship lands. It's not like all of these people are going to be red-shirted. Well, actually, not all of them do get red-shirted. Some will survive. Something has survived. And I think we're just going to call it an episode right when we get down to the dropship. Just because, as of this recording, I can't go over 15 minutes, which is annoying. But, alas, that means you won't have to sit through 30 minutes worth of video. Because we're definitely getting close to the point where we can actually kill things, which is always good.
Good work, Marine. Harrison, find the nearest security office and restore the defense grid for the bay.
And I'll grab my
This dropship is on
rocket launcher. This is not a rocket launcher, it's a grenade launcher. I like this grenade launcher, actually, because it sounds more realistic. Okay, so as soon as we actually get on the other side of the loading screen, we're going to call it an episode. So this is General Otz signing off, not having killed anything.